this is a behind-the-scenes look of the way The Godfather got made, correct?
Okay. Yes, it is not a remake of The Godfather by any stretch.
But it's just about the making.
It's about the making of it, and what's kind of interesting about it, whether you're a fan of The Godfather or not, if you're a fan of movies, it really shows just how many miracles it takes to make a movie. It's a miracle if you got a good idea. It's a miracle if you can write it. It's a miracle if anyone reads it, and it's a miracle if anyone thinks it's any good. Then it's a miracle if anyone gives you any money to make it. Then it's a miracle if you get the cast you want, and it's a miracle it doesn't rain on day 35, that one exterior that means so much to you. It's the essence of the film. And then it's a miracle if it cuts together any well. It's a miracle if you can get those songs you really want that tells the audience how to feel. And then it's a miracle, if anyone goes and sees it and thinks that it's good, and then tells their friends. So any artistic endeavor is comprised of millions of miracles. And the show, the series, The Offer, goes into detail as to just how many miracles it took to get The Godfather made. Because everybody looks at it now and says, well, it's the greatest film of all time with the most incredible performances by the most talented actors of a generation and all that stuff, which is true. But they still had to go through just as many hurdles and hoops in order to bring that vision to the screen. And so the show is sort of what they had to go through.
I mean, what you just said is it perfectly captures so much, except when you said whether you like The Godfather or not. If somebody doesn't like The Godfather, that's fighting words.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, no, I agree.
That's like we got to throw down if that's the case.
I can't alienate half of the listening audience, viewing audience.
Well, for those who might be listening and viewing right now, this conversation, Colin Hanks, so many people are, in my listening and viewing audience watching Winning Time right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is this similar to that where we're going to see stories from the past where
I think so. I mean, I've only watched a few episodes of Winning Time, which I found to be a very enjoyable and very funny. I think, I mean, obviously ours is not nearly as comedic in its approach.
Okay.
But it's definitely sort of pulling the curtain back and sort of showing you, hey, when you see certain things, or it's like with athletes, for example, like with Winning Time, you see them hit the game sinking shot. You go, oh God, that must be so easy. That must be so great.
Right.
But you don't see any of the struggle. And that's what I think both of those, these shows are, both Winning Time and The Offer, where it shows just how much hard work it goes into it, how much luck goes into it. And it just so happens that it features a bunch of names and that you recognize. And hopefully the actors that they pick to play those names resemble them just enough and sound like them just enough. And then, hopefully you get all the miracles.
Amen. But you knew that anyway. Yeah. I mean, like this is, anything that you're in, I'll see and watch. And then everybody else in this cast, I mean, Miles Teller, who plays Albert S. Ruddy, who is the producer, right? I mean, so I guess a lot of people are thinking, who's playing Brando, right? Who's playing Pacino? This is about the making of the film mostly, correct?
It's mostly, but it's all based on Al Ruddy's experience, who has said that every day making The Godfather was the worst day of his life. Which gives you an idea of the stuff he's got to go through on the show. But Miles plays Al Ruddy. Matthew Good plays Robert Evans, who's in that clip, who is just an utter delight. An utter delight. I had so much fun playing with him. And Juno Temple is in it, and Bern Gorman, and I mean, just a list of names that goes on and on. Everyone's it was such a fun group of people.
Terrific. Just great. And so I guess then one last question on the cast. Who plays Abe Vigoda in this? Anybody plays? There's no Tessio?
I mean,
did you read for Tessio first? You can tell me if you read for Tessio first. Did you read for Vigoda first? I've never asked you that question before.
You've never asked anybody that question.
That's true.
Same height. I mean, it would work.
I know.
A Tessio prequel?
A Tessio prequel?
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That would be
Clemenza prequel.
I will be honest. I don't think there is anyone that was cast as Tessio. Because how could you do that? You
can't. I hate to denigrate the show before it starts, but it's a missed opportunity.
You can't. It is a missed opportunity for sure. That's
for
I love you for asking that question. That's so brilliant. That's great.
you know,
It's literally been asked a million questions the past few days.
Right.
Ain't no one asked that one.
honestly, man, without The Godfather, maybe there would have been no Barney Miller. And, you know, I mean, that's who knew the gateway to Barney Miller would have been The Godfather.
I mean, sax solos for opening theme credits would have never gotten to where they did without Barney Miller.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.